Hello and welcome. As a specialist in modern hospitality operations, it's a real pleasure to join you, the students of Europe Hotel School, on your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that's truly at the heart of our industry: how thoughtful, well placed recommendations can build incredibly powerful, lasting guest loyalty. This quote really nails it. Every single offer we make, whether it's a room upgrade or a suggestion for a local tour, it's so much more than just a simple transaction. You have to think of it as a defining moment in your relationship with that guest. It's a chance to either make that bond stronger or you risk weakening it. How we handle these little moments directly shapes how guests see our brand and ultimately if they'll ever walk through our doors again. All right, so first things first, let's shift our perspective. All too often, upselling is seen as just another sales task, something to check off a list. But in the world of true hospitality, it's a really sophisticated skill. The goal isn't just about increasing the final bill, it's about genuinely, truly enhancing the guest's experience. This right here illustrates a super important balance. If you get it right, a thoughtful offer makes a guest feel completely seen and understood. It tells them you genuinely care. But if you get it wrong and you push an offer that just doesn't fit, they'll feel like a target for profit. And that right there instantly starts to chip away at the trust you're trying so hard to build. And that leads us right into the psychology of it all. See, to really master the art of the recommendation, we have to understand the guest's emotional experience. It really boils down to three key things: fairness, relevance, and the emotions that those two create. The crucial concept here is perceived fairness. An offer might be fantastic on paper, but if the guest feels pressured or like they're being manipulated, it just won't matter. Their satisfaction is tied directly to how fair and honest the offer feels to them in that specific moment. This is where being transparent becomes your most powerful tool. Okay, this is a perfect example. Imagine a guest mentions they need a good night's sleep for a big meeting. Offering them a quiet room upgrade isn't a sales pitch, it's a solution. By just actively listening to what they need, the recommendation becomes an act of professional care. The guest feels heard, they feel valued, and that powerfully strengthens their perception of your service. This comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have the negative spiral from a purely transactional approach, and on the other, all the positive outcomes from being genuinely helpful. Guests might forget the specific details of their stay, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And that feeling, that's what determines if they come back. So, how do all these positive feelings grow into something more permanent? Something like real loyalty? Well, a single great impression is a fantastic start, for sure. But true loyalty isn't built in a day. It's the result of consistency, built one positive interaction at a time. This slide maps out that journey perfectly. It all kicks off with one relevant recommendation. That simple act creates a positive emotion. You do that again, and it starts to build trust. You deliver that trusted experience over and over, and that's when you establish true loyalty. Every single step is a crucial building block in that guest relationship. Trust is the absolute game changer here. Once a guest trusts your recommendations, the entire dynamic shifts. You're no longer just a salesperson. You become their trusted advisor, a partner helping them create the best possible experience. They become way more open to suggestions because you've already proven that your advice is valuable and reliable. Now, this commitment to the guest experience isn't just some soft skill. It has a direct, powerful, and totally measurable impact on the bottom line. So let's look at the clear business case for building this kind of loyalty. And this chart, wow, it really says it all, doesn't it? The amount of resources you need to attract a brand new guest, we're talking marketing, promotions, the whole shebang, it's substantial. But retaining a loyal guest, it's far, far more cost-effective. They don't need to be convinced to return. They come back because they want to, because they trust the experience you provide. And the benefits go so far beyond just saving a few bucks. This is what we call the loyal guest dividend. It means more stable revenue, way lower marketing costs, and a customer base that's already primed to say yes to new offers. These guests become your best advertisers, and their engagement with your brand just gets deeper and deeper over time. So, how do we speed this whole process up? Well, the key is personalization. Think about it. Remembering that a returning guest loved the spa last time and then suggesting a new treatment? That's not a generic sales pitch. That is attentive, personal service. It shows that you remember them as an individual. And that simple act is what transforms the interaction into an expression of true hospitality. So, when you put all these pieces together, what you start to see is that this guest centric approach isn't just some little tactic, it's a full blown, long term strategy for sustainable business growth. This strategy, it always starts at the top. This table shows the chain reaction beautifully. When leadership makes the guest experience a real priority, it empowers employees to deliver genuine service with confidence. The guest then perceives that authenticity, they feel valued, and their trust and loyalty become rock solid. So, the crucial takeaway is this: sustainable growth isn't about choosing between making money and making guests happy. It's about understanding that they are two sides of the very same coin. When you treat every single recommendation as an opportunity to enhance a guest's well being, the financial results, they'll naturally follow. As you move forward in your careers, I want to leave you with this one guiding question. Every time you interact with a guest, just ask yourself this. The answer you choose will define not only that single moment, but the long term success of your relationships, your reputation, and your business. Thank you.